These are the new SLR gel ball blasters from EMERBU Toys. I'm a big fan of EMERBU. I've been working with them for a long time, and the owner there is truly committed to continuing to bring better and better blasters at the best possible price point that he can on Amazon and on EMERBUtoys.com. And he's definitely doing that now, where all the blasters that he has now are all V2 gearboxes with metal gears, high-speed motors that have been upgraded springs, and it's got some really cool ones on there like the SLRs, the ARP9s, a Gen 9, M4A1, and MK8s. So definitely some good blasters. Check out EMERBUtoys.com or look for them on Amazon. Amazon has been really strict and weird lately as to how they're enforcing different rules and restrictions, and there's no rhyme or reason to how they do it. So sometimes if you go to order on there, it may say it can't be delivered to your address. It makes no sense how they decide where that's going to be, where that's not going to be. So in those cases, just go ahead and go to EMERBUtoys.com and order it from there, and it'll still get shipped to you just as fast because it's still coming from the U.S. warehouse. Okay, so you can see this one I've already got it all put together. But then down here, this shows you how it's going to come. All right, so you're going to get your safety glasses, of course. You're going to get some packs of hardened gel balls. Once those are done, I highly recommend you buy good quality hardened gel balls. Any of these performance blasters, and by that I mean anything over 250, 250 FPS, you definitely want to use a good quality hardened gel ball. And you may need to experiment with a couple different brands. It's kind of funny, but the more expensive the blasters get, the more powerful they get. Sometimes the more picky they are about the gel balls that they like. So you may see some performance variation. You will see some performance variation depending on the balls that you use, and you kind of need to expect that, and you need to expect that you may have to experiment with a couple different brands. All right. You also get these sticker decals. So if you're in an area where you're worried about these looking too realistic, you can certainly put those sticker details on there. They're already all pre-cut to fit in different spots. And, it looks really nice if you do a good job of putting those on. And you can see pictures with them on, of course, on their website and on the Amazon listings. You also get, of course, your orange flash hider. And, of course, it's a 14 millimeter counterclockwise connection. So that means you can use a tracer. You can use other fake suppressors, other flash hiders, anything like that. Battery, 11.1 volt battery. Now, this does have the Tamiya connection, I believe is what we call this. So that's what you got there. It does have upgraded wiring too, which is nice. Give you the little flip up sights that you see on there with a screwdriver for those. And then for the stock, you have your little sling plate that can go on right here. Okay. And then your buffer tube. And this buffer tube actually goes on like you would expect for an SLR. So you've got your little catch here and this bolt. And then they also give you a nice, really long screwdriver that makes it easy for putting that on. So the trick to putting these on easier are to go ahead and get this all the way through so that's out of the way, and then slide this in here, and get that. I always kind of like to slide it down and get it lined up, and then reach in and put pressure on the screw with the screwdriver, right? So that it's holding it straight and it's holding it into those threads, and then start screwing it in. Of course, in this case, you want to put your little sling plate on there first. So let's go ahead. So all you do is go ahead, put your sling plate right there. So that would go on there first. Then we'd go with the buffer tube. Now you can do it like this too. I mean, you can go ahead and just put the buffer tube on first and then put the little buffer tube catch in there after the fact. So that's all you do. Push that on, put this in, line it up. I'm going to have to get something, a little piece of, probably take a little screwdriver and just make sure I push that wire in out of the way before you tighten that up. So if you see something like that, make sure you do that. You don't want to tighten down on wires like that, as of course that can cause some problems. Okay, so that's a quick rundown. Of course, it's a telescoping CQB style stock, right? You've got your automatic and your single shot and your priming. All right, mag release is right here where you'd expect it to be. Okay. So pretty straightforward, very nice little SLR for a very reasonable price. So check out EMERBUtoys.com or find them on Amazon. These are the new SLRs, V2 gearbox, metal gears, upgraded 480 high-speed motors, 11.1 batteries, 1.2 upgraded springs, and metal inner barrels, of course. Check back. We'll do some demonstration videos. We'll check FPS on them, and we'll see how hard these guys are hitting. All right, comments, questions, post them below. Of course, like, subscribe, share my channel with your friends, and participate in those monthly giveaways. Thanks.